Hello everyone, I'm Evelyn and I'm here with my mom, grandma and great-grandma. Today we're talking about adapting to technological advancements in daily life. Personally, I think technology has made our lives much easier, but it can be overwhelming too. What do you all think? Mom, can you explain more about how we adapt to technology? Like, what are some examples?
Sure, Evelyn. Adapting to technology involves integrating new tools into our routines. For instance, smartphones help us stay connected through apps like WhatsApp and Zoom. They also make daily tasks easier, like using online banking instead of going to the bank or having groceries delivered through apps.
Oh, I see. So, it's about finding ways to make technology fit into our everyday lives.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience. It also means staying updated with new tech trends, like learning how to use smart home devices for security or voice assistants to control appliances.
I think adapting to technology is super important, especially for people who want to stay connected and efficient. Do you agree, Mom?
Definitely, Evelyn. It's crucial for everyone, especially for staying in touch with family and friends who live far away. Plus, for professionals, it's essential to use the latest tools to stay competitive in their careers.
I remember when we got our first smart TV. I was so excited about all the apps and streaming services. We watched movies all night. What about you, Mom? Any personal experiences with technology?
Oh, absolutely. I think the most exciting tech change for me was getting our first high-speed internet connection. For that, we had dialed up, and it was so slow. I remember waiting forever for web pages to load. When we upgraded, it was like a whole new world opened up. Streaming videos, playing online games, everything became so much easier and more fun.
That sounds cool. I can't imagine having to wait for a web page to load. Nowadays, if something doesn't load in a few seconds, I get impatient.
Right. It's funny how our expectations have changed with technology. I often think about how different it would have been if we had all these conveniences when I was younger. I wonder, Mom, what was it like adapting to new technology when you were my age?
When I was your age, Maya, adapting to technology was an exciting challenge. We got our first color TV in the 1970s, and it was a big deal. Imagine going from black and white TV to seeing everything in color for the first time. Then, in the 1990s, getting our first personal computer was revolutionary. It changed how we did everything, from school projects to staying in touch with friends via email.
That's right, Sarah. In my youth, around the 1940s and 50s, we didn't have television at all at first. Radio was our main source of entertainment and news. I remember listening to the news about World War II on the radio with my family. We didn't get our first TV until the late 1950s, and even then, it was a tiny screen with just a few channels. Compared to today's smart TVs, it was like looking at a postage stamp.
And let's not forget the arrival of household appliances like the washing machine and refrigerator. Before these, doing laundry meant using a washboard, and keeping food fresh was a constant battle without proper refrigeration. These inventions transformed everyday life in ways that are hard to imagine now.
If we had smartphones and the internet during my youth, it would have been incredible. Imagine how much easier it would have been to stay connected with family and friends, especially during the war, when so many people were separated. And just having instant access to information would have been a game changer. No more waiting for the evening news or newspapers for updates.
Absolutely, Mom. If we had today's technology back when I was growing up, things like researching for school projects would have been so different. We spent hours at the library sifting through books, while now kids just look things up online. Even planning a family trip would have been easier with online booking and digital maps.
That's amazing, Grandma. I can't imagine doing laundry by hand or keeping track of news without a phone alert. How did you handle emergencies without immediate communication?
It was challenging, Maya. We relied on the telephone for urgent news. But many people didn't even have one at home. We often depended on neighbors or community bulletin boards for important information.
And Grandma, how did you manage school projects without the internet? Did you have to go to the library all the time?
Yes, Evelyn, we spent a lot of time at the library. We used encyclopedias and reference books. Researching was a slower process, but it also taught us patience and persistence. We appreciated the information we found because we worked hard to get it.
Today, we had everything at our fingertips. It's faster, but we might not value the information as much. It's interesting to see how these advancements have changed our attitudes and expectations.
Let's talk about the pros and cons of technology. One big advantage is convenience. We can get things done quickly and stay connected easily, but a downside is that we can become too reliant on it and lose some basic skills.
I agree, Evelyn. Technology offers great tools for productivity and communication, but it's easy to become too dependent. For example, GPS is fantastic, but knowing how to read a map is still important. And while social media connects us, it can't replace the depth of face-to-face conversations.
That's true. The convenience of modern technology is fantastic, but it's crucial to maintain a balance. We shouldn't let technology replace fundamental skills or genuine human interaction. In the past, we had to be more self-reliant, which taught us valuable problem-solving skills.
And we must be careful about screen time. Back in my day, we spent more time outdoors and engaged in physical activities. Today's technology can lead to a more sedentary lifestyle, which isn't always healthy. It's important to find ways to incorporate technology without letting it dominate our lives.
We need to strike a balance, use technology to enhance our lives, but also make sure we're not losing touch with the real world. Encouraging outdoor activities and face-to-face interactions can help maintain that balance.
I think we can use technology to our advantage while still valuing personal interactions and traditional skills. Setting limits on screen time and prioritizing time with family and friends can help. In summary, we've discussed how adapting to technology has evolved across generations. Mom talked about integrating new tools into our routines, while Grandma and Great-Grandma shared how technology changed from basic gadgets to sophisticated devices. We've seen that while technology brings convenience and efficiency, it's important to balance it with traditional skills and personal interactions. Thanks, everyone, for your amazing insights. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on adapting to technological advancements in daily life. Stay tuned for more family conversations and take care.